Morning.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Super International Sports Center for the championship of the Tier 1 Elite Hockey League in the 15B division. Today's game features the visiting team combined colors, wearing the white sweaters. They're the Louis Travis Winters. They'll take on the home team on the scoreboard, the St. Louis AAA Blues. Their head coach is Nicholas Carey.
All right, good morning here, good afternoon back in Michigan. Rink 5 at the Super Rink in Blaine, Minnesota. Tier 1 Elite Hockey League Championship game. Fox Motors takes on the St. Louis Junior Blues. The two teams have met twice this year. They've split those meetings. Starting in net, Mason Martin. At D, Jack Langen, Parker Duraney, Dylan Lightfield, Ryan Poyser, Ty Molyneux at forward. Looks like Costa is in Sweetmore's on the bench, so they down him this game. Up chip, St. Louis, through the middle. Parker, top. Back in the deep. We're back here on the back 40 rank, so no Wi-Fi. I do have pretty good signal strength. Ryan intercepts this. He walks in. Back in. Dylan doesn't get all of it. Puck up in the air over Kai stick. St. Louis skates this out. Near side, dumped in deep. Martin touches the puck for the first time. Puck in the corner. Comes to Kai. Kai near side. Hearts. Pusher. Excuse me. Ryan kicks this offside. Ball and Adams join Hearts. Penning Kotek. Ball loses his draw. St. Louis D with it. Flips through the middle. Lands in front of Hearts. Tied up. Adams knocks this in the zone. Ryder skates in with it. Centers one. Hits the goalie's glove. Goes in the corner. Ball tied up. Hearts can't clear this out. St. Louis exits with it. Dumped in deep. Mason plays this along. Rims for Hearts. Over his stick. Out of the zone though. Ball gets a stick on this. Mason skates into it. Pokes it along. Ball comes back to Hearts in his skates. Dumped in deep. Fox will get a change. And Taya Penny Day out. Puck near side gets past and Taya chipped in deep. Duraney with it. He's out there with Pink. Puck comes to Liam near side. Takes this. Goes wide. Flips it in deep. Big bounce to Taya. Taya side of the net. Moves up for Pink. Pink says looking tipped by Penny up into the netting. Penny in to take the draw. Day moves this into the corner. St. Louis gets this. Rimmed around. Pink keeps it in. Sends it down deep. Over in Taya's stick behind the goal line now. Taya ties him up. Day tries to poke it free. Comes loose in the middle. St. Louis with it. St. Louis off this near side. And on Parker. Parker stuffs this. Just past Liam. Comes to St. Louis. D to D. Now up near side. Through the middle. Connects. In on Pink. Slams him up. Side of the net. Over the net. St. Louis keeps this in at the blue line. Dylan with a hit. And the puck comes to Penny. Today. Cross ice. Misses Dylan. Icing arm is up. It's going to be on net, though. Goalie's got to play it. In the corner with Dylan. Centers one to Ryan. Ryan on back and shoots. Save. Oyster with it. Ryan wants a cycle. Ryan turns it over. That comes down low. Out of his zone to Granville. Granville dumps to Kai. Kai drops to nobody. Granville with it, rather. Chucks it in deep. Kai on the forecheck. Ryan with a hit near side. Puck comes to Granville. He hacks it to Ryan. Ryan tries to drag to the middle. Turned over. St. Louis with numbers the other way now. Just dumps in deep. Big rebound comes out. Andrew throws it in the corner. Up comes to Kai. Kai's got Dylan and Ryan winding up. 3-on-2. St. Louis has a back checker, even this up. Ryan to Kai. Kai shot right on target into the corner. Kai back in just to Ryan. St. Louis tries to jam it along, and they do. Parker can't hold it. Parker sends it right back in. Fox has to tag up. St. Louis with it. Hart's in on the forecheck now. Gets around him. Turns him away, though. Cycled in behind the net. Far side corner. Defensive picks it up. Hart's heads over. B pass in front. Near side. Heads up. That's in the crowd. Face off at center ice. Adams moves this D side. Misses Parker. Parker picks it up at the dot. Takes it behind Mason. Goes to breakdown. Far side. Langen flips through the middle. No true Parker rider, but it's going to be picked up by the St. Louis defenseman and taken behind his own net. Hits ball on the exit pass. Ball's got Ryder in the middle. Doesn't see him. Goes around the net. Centers one off the goalie's leg pad. St. Louis with it. They enter. Kale takes that away. Puck thrown in deep though. Martin rims it around. St. Louis picks this up. Rims around. Kale's there with time. Kale one-hands this along for Liam. Liam can't poke it in. Puck to Parker. Parker on the soft spot. He's got Braxton. Braxton's got Kale. He's got Liam. Fans on the one-timer. Puts it in the netting. Penny, Thornton, Day, Crochalk, Penny. Face up comes to Kale. Moves it up for Andrew. He throws it right back down low. Penny behind the goal line. Not going to get there. Day, couple of tens. Day with a hit. Puck comes out of the zone. Lenny thought about stepping, but didn't. Lenny to Andrew. Andrew back to Lenny. Lenny up to Kale. Kale through the middle. Misses a Day, but goes in deep. Box will get a change. St. Louis picks it up. Soft pass connects near side now. Off his stick. Henning stands him up. Andrew in the corner goes down. Looks like the same refs from the 16U championship game before us. They let a lot go. I only saw one power play in the whole 2 periods I watched. So I imagine they're going to let these boys play. Dylan with it. Sauces one through the middle. Ryan. Sends one. Bad angle. Save. Loose in front. Dylan with a whack at it. Couldn't find it. In Kai's pants. Kai turns away at the hash mark. Absorbs the hit. Looks for Dylan. Kai skates it down deep for Ryan. Ryan hits Dylan in the middle. Rolling puck. Dylan shot. Blocked wide. Kai with the hit and the puck. Kai turns. He's got Ryan down low. Through the contact. One-handed. Ryan shoots. Goal! Kai kind of lost the puck around the defenseman. Skated around him while he was falling. Picked it up. One-handed it over to Ryan. And Ryan buries it. Fox jumps to a 1-0 lead. Face off St. Louis. Soft chip. Tries to backhand it in. Can't. Adams takes this away through the middle. Hard races after it. He doesn't get there. Delaney puts this out of the zone. Near side puck bounces to St. Louis. Adams throws this in. Hits the St. Louis player. In deep, the ball gets chased. He doesn't get there. Adams does so. Flips through the middle, comes right to St. Louis. St. Louis exits with numbers. Hartz evens it up 3-on-3. Chipped in deep. Parker chases. Parker takes it. Ties the puck up. Gets out from JG. Granville, fans on it. Gets it back dog. Chips this high. Out of play. And Taya, Penny, Thornton over the boards with Henning and Kochel. D-zone draw to the right of Mason here. Penny wins this to Henning. Henning off the glass, looking for Kale. And Taya picks this off, skates this in with Kale, flips in deep. Kale's first one in the corner, moves it to himself behind the net. He's got Penny in front, backhander off the goalie stick. Kale keeps this in. Puck on the blue line in St. Louis's skates, and Taya and Penny hard on the forecheck. Puck rim free. Taya with the hit. Puck down for Mason. Henning with it now. Rims it around. Winger change. Ty off the bench lifts the stick. Puck up top. St. Louis with it. Chips down deep. Henning rattles. Henning with a hit. Ties this up. Waits for Penny. Doesn't get there in time. St. Louis centers one. Nobody home. Ty on it. He's got Kale up ahead. Kale's going to change. Ty's going to skate this in 1-on-2. Dylan on now. Ty sends a shot just over the net. Rims all the way out of the zone. Fink picks it up at the red line. Moves it to Langen near side. Jack chips this in deep. Near side corner. Picked up behind the net by St. Louis. Rims around. Fink steps. Bouncing puck keeps this in. St. Louis takes this. Puts to the middle. Hits Fink. Fink's got Ryan up ahead. Fink just sends one on goalie save. Fink gets this draw. Then puts through the traffic. Bounces to Dylan. Langen just one hands this back in the zone for Dylan. He backhands along Ryan. Through the middle. Fink picks this up outside of the zone. Fink sends this right back in. Goalie out to play it. Corrals it. Drops it for his D. Dylan with a hit behind the net. St. Louis with the puck back. St. Louis. That's going to be no icing. Mason for Langen. Rims. Hearts. Pops it along. St. Louis takes it in the neutral zone. D to D near side. Soft chip in deep. Langen grabs this. Pop buck free to Kai. Kai's got ball driving. Kai rubbed off this puck in the corner. Hearts. Puck comes up to Parker. Shot loose. Ball rebound. Still loose. Still loose. Hearts can't find it. Backhander. Save. Fox with a lot of pressure early here. Shot for 7-0. 9 minutes into the game. Ball, Hearts, Adams, Henning, Durrani. Rimmed around. Oh, puck through the middle, but St. Louis picks it up. Connects on this pass. Hearts takes it away at the red line. Backhand says hits the St. Louis player. Pops to Adams. Taken off his stick by St. Louis. Thrown out of the zone. Here, St. Louis can't corral it. Lenny does. He can't get it out of the zone, though. St. Louis takes this. Puck in deep with Parker. He rims. Too far for Hearts. Step in the zone. St. Louis through the middle. Hits a skate. Comes to Adams. Adams softly. Fox changes. And Taya picks this. No, he doesn't. Has his stick tied up. Now he gets it in. Jake skates this in. He's got Adams. Backhander goes wide. Puck in the corner. Penny's first one there. Jumps. Gloves this. It's out of the zone. Adams and Penny break in 2-on-1. Adams with it. Shot. Goes! Oh, it's Jacob Taya. I thought it was Ryder. Jacob Taya. St. Louis with the draw. Puck in with St. Louis on the neutral zone. Slid in deep. Andrew cuts this off. Skates back with it over to Granville. Granville takes a look. Goes cross ice. Misses Penny. St. Louis is going to pick this up in the D zone. Fox gets a change. Soft pass. Granville reads this. Throws it in. Fox has to tag up, and they do. Ryan in on the forecheck now. Through the middle. Hits off his stick. Comes to Langen. Langen off the boards. Has Ryan or Dylan. Dylan to Kai. Kai enters with Ryan. Kai soft chip ahead for Ryan. Tips it just wide. Puck is rimmed around, up in the air, Dylan and Langen. Langen sends one through. It's the St. Louis player. It's Dylan. Bounces free. Kai shot over the net. Rolling puck couldn't corral it. Pink takes the hit. Gets the puck down to Ryan. Ryan moves it up to Kai at the point. Kai around one. Around two. Kai walks down. Drop to Ryan. Give and go. Ryan doesn't give. Shot is saved. Push for Lightfield, Mowen, and Langen. Pink. Face off up to Langen. Jack rims around. Bounces puck. Kai corrals it. Ryan with it. Tied up. Ryan pulls this out. Goes behind the goal line. Centers one. Comes up to Langen at the point. His shot. Glove save. Adams, Ball, Hart, Sotal, Henning. Up comes to Lenny. This shot makes it almost all the way through. Comes to Ball. He backhands one to Adams. Adams sends a shot wide through the crease. Andrew with it at the hash mark. Rims around. Ball. Centering pass. Over the net. Goalie just throws it behind the net. Up comes the Ball. Up to the point to Andrew. Andrew, shot through the crease. Lenny picks this up. Sends it down low for Hartz. Hartz. Ball has stepped in front of. St. Louis exits. They're ahead of Lenny. In behind Andrew. Andrew takes this away. Save. That's going to go with St. Louis's first shot, 11 and a half minutes into the game. Ball flying, stays out. Durrani and Granville out there with him. Takes off, St. Louis, shot no fly. Parker pokes this away. Adams chops it out of the zone. St. Louis picks this up in their D zone. Ball on the forecheck. That's cycled behind him. Through the middle, doesn't connect. That should be an icing. Penny and Taya Torrington, Durrani, Granville. Takes off, tied up. St. Louis pulls it back. Through the middle, Penny gets a stick on this. Granville cuts it off, throws it in deep. They have to duck so it doesn't hit him offside. Puck chip through the middle, comes to Kale. Kale tries to drag her on, but can't. Puck out of the zone with Durrani. Parker settles the rolling puck behind Mason. Through the middle, he's got Kale up ahead. Kale catches this. Kale knocked off that puck. Tied up with Antaya. Puck won by St. Louis. Penny tries to skate it through the hands, can't. St. Louis gets around Langen, walks in, shot, Mason save, big rebound out, scores. St. Louis wins this draw. Chipped over Kai Stick. Fink cuts this off. Fink steals the wall, sends it in deep, hits Kai Stick. St. Louis pulls this out. Thrown in on Mason. Rims around. Dylan tries to move this ahead, can't. Puck top free. Ryan skates into this. Off the boards to Dylan. Dylan over the top. Kai enters. Shot, save, rebound into the corner. Kai with it. Tearing off this puck. Up the ends. Out of his own St. Louis. Chipped ahead. Dylan ties up. St. Louis gets this through. Up in the corner. Shank battles. Comes to Ryan. Rims around. Bouncing puck. Kept in. Chips through the middle. Connects. Shot. Easy save. Forget how to skate. Puck Andy Langen to Hartz. Hartz feathers the ball. Doesn't get a clean shot off. Hartz behind the goal line with it. Hard centers one through, ball feet. Langen shot saved. It's still loose. St. Louis picks this up. They skate this out. Gets past Langen. He reaches back, swipes it out of his own. Adams to ball. He takes a hit. At his feet, can't find it. Poker on him comes to Langen. Langen hits a body. St. Louis with it. East side. Gets to the stick. St. Louis sends in deep. Martin behind the net. Duraney rims. St. Louis picks this up. Cycles in deep. St. Louis picked off by Parker. He flips this out. It's going to be too far for Kale. He gives chase. St. Louis picks this up. Hits Kale and Penny, but now it hits Parker. Parker hits a body, comes to Day. Day near side, skates this up. Drops for Braxton. Braxton gets the middle. Shoots. Loose. St. Louis exits with it. Buck in deep. Right up. In the corner. Pop free to St. Louis. Shot Mason saves. It's over the net. In the corner. Fink. Dorrington. Kale can't get this out. Shot blocked on Mason. In the corner again. Down low. Parker and Fink. Parker with it. Off the glass. That's going to be icing. It's off in the corner. St. Louis cycles behind the goal line. Ryan forcing them wide. Up to the point. Shot. It's by Dylan. Puts the body in front. Loose. Comes in the corner now. Shot tip. Goes wide. Picks this up. Skates this in. Ty drops for Ryan. Ryan shoots. Scores! Lenny on. Granville off. Duraney, Lightfield, Toysher, Molyneux. St. Louis tries to enter. Now they throw this in deep. Mason. Oh, big bounce behind him. Gets over his stick into the corner. Shot through the crease. Mason sticks this to Dylan. Dylan heads up ice. Don't see that often. Dylan caught on the back step. Pass doesn't connect. Ball with this. Easton enters. He's got Hartz driving. Easton cuts middle. Up comes the Hartz. He centers one. Doesn't connect. Ball in the corner. Knocks his puck down low for Hartz. That's rimmed around. Granville can't hold this. Puck in deep with Lyman. Jack with 10 seconds left to Granville. Granville around one. Drops for Adams. Adams just going to pull this behind, and that will do it for the first period. All right, start of the second period here. 3-1 Fox lead. 2 from Teuscher, 1 from Intea. Martin, Delaney, Langen, Lightfield, Teuscher, Molyneux. Haven't seen Andrew in a while. He's dealing with a blade issue. Hopped over the boards, took 2 strides, and fell. So, working on that. Face off, tied up. St. Louis takes this in deep. Martin turns over behind the net, and Langen picks it up, though. Ryan can't get there. Pops free to him, though. Ryan looks cross ice for Kai. He gathers up the deflection. His pass is deflected, comes to Ryan. Ryan to Dylan. Turned over, flipped out of the zone by St. Louis. Langen's going to pick this up. Cycles for Parker. Parker in the corner. Through the middle. Up ahead for Kai. 3-on-2. Kai. Down for Ryan. Kick this wide. Comes to Dylan side of the net. He can't get the shot off. Dylan with it. Turns the corner. Dylan gets the middle. He's on his backhand. Centers one. Cut off by St. Louis. Rimmed around. Parker holds the blue line. Kai can't get there in time. Parker with it in the neutral zone now. Through the middle. Hits off Easton's stick. Comes right to St. Louis. In the corner now. And Langen ties him up. Parker flips this high. Kai, gotta get going. He's gonna no icing. Kai picks this up on his backhand. Shot looking for the 5-hole. Can't find it. Kai hard into the end board. Kai hit his knee on the post. That's in deep. Rims around Hartz. Can't get this out of the zone. 3 Blues come away with it. Pink with the hit. Freeze to put up the ball. Ball flips through the middle. It's a St. Louis player. Hartz is going to skate into this. Takes him all the way to the board, so Hartz with it in the corner. Ran off this puck. St. Louis picks this up. St. Louis through the middle. Connects. In deep on Mason. Puts it behind the net. St. Louis overskates this. Second guy in on it. Centering pass taken away by Henning. Top free to Intea. Intea throws this off the board. It's going to be too far for Penny. Icing almost beats it out. Ty, Ryan, and Dylan back out. Durrani and Granville. Face off. JG turns over. Mason just covers. Rolled right off Granville's stick as he was trying to make a pass. Face off. Tied up. Ty skates into it. He's got Dylan with him. 2-on-2. Ty rolling puck off his stick. St. Louis with it. Chips out of his own. Granville can't cut this off. Parker overboard, picks it up. Turns into the corner. Granville pokes this along. St. Louis takes it out of the scrum. Back in the corner. Granville ties his man up. Parker lingers. Parker tries to pull it out. Tied up. Parker rims it hard around. Too far for Dylan. St. Louis keeps it in. That's out of play. Grochok's out now with Langen, Jay, and Kaya Penny. Penny in, takes the D zone draw. Wins this. Off the glass, out of the zone, over in Taya's stick. He gets by his defenseman though. Partner clears it out. Up in the air, out of play. Get them all squared away? Oh. Penny wins this draw. Martin with it. Chip for Langen. Andrew gloves this down. Turned over to St. Louis. They rim it behind Mason. Langen rims around for Day. Day's got it. Taya and Penny up ahead. Misses in Taya's stick. No icing. And Lewis with it. Andrew can't hold the blue line. Cycles this in deep. Goalie plays it behind the net. Adams in on the forecheck now. Pass near side. Doesn't connect. Andrew picks this up. Through the middle, hits ball. Ball dragged down. Yep, Fox is going to go to the power play here. Mason goes for a skate to the bench, gets a fist bump from Chase and a few of the boys, and heads back to his net. Dylan, Ryan, Ryder, Parker, Andrew. And Lewis sends out their killers. Ryan wins this. Dylan to Parker. Parker down for Ryan. Ryan down for Ryder. Ryder had Andrew back door. Goes back up top for Parker off the boards. Parker gathers. Tosses one to Andrew. Andrew trying to go to Ryan. Hits a stick. That's going to come out of the zone. Parker with it. Drops for Ryan. Ryan poked off his stick right to Parker. Hits Andrew's skate. Pops to Dylan. D-side. Dylan with it. Dylan around. Over to Adams. Through the middle to Andrew. Andrew enters the zone. His shot. He fans on it. Gets it right back. Ryan with it. Now his shot goes over the net. Off. Dylan's not going to get there. Out of the zone. Parker near side to Ryan. Ryan to Texo through the middle. Dylan from Andrew. Andrew sauces, or Dylan rather, tried to sauce one to Andrew. He avoids the hit. Andrew's stick broke in that. Langen's out now. Up comes to Ryan. He stick lift, pulls it out. Ryan up top for Jack Langen. Langen over to Parker. Parker backside for Ryan. Ryan shot. Hits the crossbar into the netting. Hearts, ball, tie, Langen, Fink. God, I can't corral this puck all the way out of the zone. Comes to Mason. 40 seconds left on the power play. Mason sets it up for Langen. Ty's going to circle in for it. Ty picks this up. Drops for Jack. Jack's got Fink near side. Hits him. Fink skates this into the zone. Ball calls for the drop. Fink gives it to him. Ball drops it for Langen. Jack with it in the corner. Over to Ty. Ty down low. Centering pass. Doesn't make it through from Hartz. Hartz in the corner. Tied up. Kicked into the corner. St. Louis is popped up to Ty. Pulls it out of the scrum. Ty takes the drop. Backhands it to Fink. Fink sends one through. Tipped by Hartz. Goalie covers. 7 seconds left on the power play. St. Louis wins this draw off the glass. That's going to do it for the power play. Fox unsuccessful. Puck pop free through the middle. St. Louis finds it. On Mason, he kicks it. Another broken stick. Looks like it's Langen's. Ty can't get this. Behind the goal line now. St. Louis skates it up. Picked off by Andrew partially. St. Louis backhands this in. Still forces him wide. Lenny picks him up. Puck in deep. Penny behind the goal line. Ties him up. St. Louis player went awkwardly into the boards. He's up. Skates slowly into the bench. Puck still tied up. Rimmed around. It's going to get back in by St. Louis. Andrew picks this up. Flips through the middle. Jay's all by himself. Jay's got killed and coming with him. Jay's shot. Lusso covered. Jay found himself all alone there. Just couldn't convert. I don't know what the refs are discussing here. Yeah, I don't know. We're going to play on here. Toy Shooters line with Delaney and Granville. Clean win up to JG. This shot blocks up into the net. St. Louis wins this. Chips out, tries to get through JG. Good stick by Jack, slows this down. Parker picks him up. Parker rims around. St. Louis D keeps this in. Shot goes into the far corner. Chip down low, give and go, comes all the way up to the point. His shot blocked by Dylan into the corner. St. Louis behind the net with it. Into the corner now, off the boards to the D. He can't keep this in. Dylan can't pull this. Dylan goes down. Ryan skates into it though. Ryan with Ty. Ryan, side of the net, shot. Oh, goalie had no idea where it was, but he saved it. Come on, boys. Ball, Hartz, Adams, Fink, Langen. Face off. Adams ties this up. Comes the ball. He rims. Hartz. Tied up. St. Louis skates this up. Through the middle. Far side connects. Connects near side. Now he walks in on Mason. Shot, Mason saves. Big rebound comes out to Hart. Hart through the middle. It's Adams. Adams flips in deep. That's out of play. It's off of the center ice here. It's off one forward by Ryan, looking for Dylan. Dylan with a hit. Puck comes to Krochok. Shot. Glove save. St. Louis puts a fresh 5 out there. They top one by St. Louis. Moves behind the goal line now. G skates out with it through the middle. Connects, tips, in deep. No icing. Parker, first one there with Andrew. Parker dragged down. Andrew flips this around for Dylan. Not out of the zone. Thrown right back in. Behind the goal line now. Andrew cuts this off. One hand on his stick. Andrew picks this up. Andrew taken down. Dylan with the hit. Gets the worst of it. Shot blocked by Parker in the middle. Parker, oh, he had Dylan. Just couldn't get it through the feet. Puck up in the air. Stays with Parker. To Kai. To St. Louis. St. Louis. In deep. That's tipped. Andrew ties him up. Top three to Ryan. He skates this out. Off the glass. Hits the line, and then it stays in. Now it's in the neutral zone. St. Louis connects. Tipped in deep. Parker throws one up. Looking for Kai Orentea. Comes to Andrew. Flips this high. Looking for Kai. Kai. Skate. Drags in. Kai still with it. Comes to Ryan. Ryan. Far side. Comes to Fink. His shot. Save. Loose. St. Louis through the middle. That connects. And on Langen. St. Louis shot goes wide. That's going to rim all the way around. Kale ties this up. Holds it. Off the hits a St. Louis player in front. Kale puts this away to Langen's feet. Turned over by St. Louis out of the zone. Next whistle is going to give us our ice cut. St. Louis chips this in deep. Tank, first one there. Rims. Oh, Antea goes down. St. Louis blocked by Antea. Langen through the middle. That's going to be an icing, and that will get us to the ice cut. Maybe. Okay. All right, back to the start of the second half here. Championship game. Fox ahead 3-1. Two from Foyster, one from Inteya. Fox out shooting St. Louis 18-6 right now. Martin, Crochalk, Henning, Foyster, Lightfield, Molyneux. Face off St. Louis Cleveland. Got through, goes wide. Pile up in front of Mason, puck free to Dylan. Dylan skates near side. Dylan drops for Kai. Kai, far side. Ryan shot is saved. Same time. Face off comes to Dylan to Lenny. This shot through up into the glass behind the net. Andrew behind the net for Ryan, or for Dylan rather. Dylan tries to go to Lenny. That gets deflected. Lenny tries to skate down into it, overskates it. St. Louis breaks out. Ryan picks him up. Knocks this down at the red line. Lenny skated into, puck tied up, gets pulled free by St. Louis. In deep. Mason behind the net with it for Andrew. Andrew off his own skate to himself behind the net. Up for Kai. Kai looks to the middle, hits Ryan. St. Louis chips around. Up and deep with Andrew. Rims for Ryan. Dylan. Backhands to Ryan. Ryan looking for Kai, doesn't connect. St. Louis flips this through the middle over Dylan stick to Andrew. Andrew to Dylan. Dylan in deep. Heads up. Face off back at center ice. Hart's Ball, Adams, Delaney, Langman. Face off. Jack Parker. Hart hits the St. Louis skate, comes in. Parker picks this up. St. Louis picks this off. St. Louis chips in deep. Mason's going to have to play it behind his net. Pulls it off the boards for Langen. It rolls off his stick into the corner. Jack turns over. Oh, St. Louis player goes down into the boards. Parker picks this up with space. Softly to the middle for the ball. Ball's got Hart's at Adams. This takes Hart's ball wide to Adams. This shot hits the St. Louis player. They break right back out with it. 3-on-2. Turned away by Langen. Behind the net. Delaney. The ball. Ball tries to go through the middle for Adams. That hits the stick. Comes right back to St. Louis at the red line. St. Louis jumps in deep. Delaney. St. Louis. Parker hacks at it. St. Louis gets it back. Behind the net. St. Louis centering pass. Loose in the middle. Over the net. Harps just ices this down. Warrington, Penny Day. Crochalk, St. Penny to take the draw on left side of Mason. Face off one to Andrew in the corner. Andrew tries to go off the glass to Kale. He gets knocked down. Thrown back down deep. St. Louis behind the goal line now. Up to the point. Jay tries to clear this and does. Puts it through the middle looking for Kale. Doesn't connect. Puck in deep with Crochalk. Andrew rims around for Fink. Puck tied up. Goes into the netting whistle. Face off. Comes to Dylan. Dylan's got Kai up ahead. Tries to soft one to him. Knocked down by St. Louis. Puck in deep. Hits Ryan's stick. Puck in deep. St. Louis with it again. D with it. Near side through the middle. Past Parker. Oh, Mason with the save. Parker with the puck. Parker flips to the middle. Kicked back in by St. Louis. That doesn't connect. Kai with it. Kai rims around. Goalie's not going to get there. Parker does. Drops to Ryan. Ryan through the middle looking for three. Backhander goes over the net. Kai knocked off this puck. St. Louis with it through the middle. Ryan gets a stick on it. Langen lines him up. That's poked in deep behind him. Up in the corner. Langen back up. Oops. Through the middle now. Icing. Icing's waved off. St. Louis picks this up. No icing. Behind the net. Lenny with it now. Backhanded along for Hartz. Hartz chips ahead too far. St. Louis throws us right in on Mason. Glove save. Langen. St. Louis was offsides. It's off. Hartz wins this forward. Ball hard after. St. Louis gets there first. D with it behind the net. St. Louis through the middle. Off the stick. Fink gets the reverse there. Got the rim down. Don't see that happen, Art. Fink picks this up. Skates it to Hartz. Hartz through the middle. In deep. 2 minutes left here in the period. Puck comes to Fink. Red line deep. Side of the net. Goalie plays it along. Penny picks this off. He's got Day in the middle. Taken away by St. Louis. Gets past Parker. Mason plays along for Langen. Langen plays it along too far for Inteo. St. Louis D picks this up. Goes to his partner. Pass Day comes right to Duraney. Duraney. Inteo. Deep. Takes a weird bounce into the corner. Day cuts this off. Pokes it down. St. Louis takes it away. Comes back to Inteo. Inteo centering pass. Looking for Penny. Nobody there. St. Louis off the boards. To Langen. Oh, over his stick. Parker races over. Gets there first. Parker picks this up. Takes it behind Mason. Tosses one around for Inteo. Can't hold it. St. Louis enters. In on Parker. St. Louis shot. Toe save by Mason. Jake throws this out. That's on net. Goalie has to play it. Throws it up ahead. Offside. Dylan Ryan, Kai, Andrew Lemon. St. Louis throws this in deep. Goes off with it. Evades the hit. Tries to throw it off the board. Hits a skate. Andrew gets it back. Throws it. Ryan with it. Ryan has that poked off his stick. Andrew pulls it out though. St. Louis D picks it up near side. D to D. Fan on. High applies pressure. D to D in front of the net now. Through the middle. Connects. Lenny turns him away. Backhands this in deep. Behind the net. St. Louis connects. Chips through. They're going to get one last rush here. And on Lenny and Andrew. Cuts to the middle. Shot. That's in. Mason got hit. when that kid cut in and to screen him, a flash screen, he hit Mason. You see his head jerk. Yeah. That goal is going to stand. 10 seconds left in the period. Fink with the puck. Indeed. On net, goalie plays it into the corner. Adams gets chased. Ball can't keep this in. That will do it for the period. Ball, Hart, Adams, Delaney, Fink, Martin are your six. Start of the third period. Fox up 3-2. Cloister with 2 and Taya with 1. Fox are 20-9 in favor of Fox. Takes off one to Ryder. He pokes it to Parker. Parker over to Fink. Fink up to Hartz. He lets this go. St. Louis takes it through the middle. Picked off by Ryder. Ryder skates it through the middle, goes to Hartz. Hartz drops, keeps it in by Ball. Shot is blocked. Ball rims around. Too far for Adams. Fink steps down for it. Fink keeps this in behind the net. Hartz picks him up. St. Louis with it. Taken away by Adams. Backhand it along. St. Louis with speed through the middle. Just by Ryan. Parker pokes this away. Dylan in his feet. St. Louis keeps it in. Parker, side of the net. Dylan takes away the centering attempt. Ryan overstates this. Puck in behind the goal line. Dylan's going to get a penalty behind the play here. Fox is going to go to the PK. Dylan, 2 for a roughing. $16, 10 left. Fox goes to their first PK. Cloister and Adams, Lightfield and Langen. Faceoff comes to Langen. The board's not out. And Lewis keeps this in. Shot blocked by Adams into the netting, or into the glass rather. Langen throws this one to the ice. 1:45 left. Near side, St. Louis. Chips, Ryder gets a stick on this. Comes to Jack. Langen throws this in deep. And Hart. Near side, Hart gets a stick on this. Puck in deep. Martin. Throws up. Delaney. That puck pops free through the middle. Up in the air. Kept in. Comes to Parker. He throws this down on net. Fink and Durrani out now. Hartz swoops in. And Taya comes in now. 1 minute left on the power play for St. Louis. Hart circles back in. St. Louis changes out their 5. St. Louis in deep. Mason's not going to get there. Up top free. Hartz. That's out of the zone. St. Louis with it at the red line. Breaks right back in. Puck hits off Hartz out of the zone. 30 seconds left on the PK. Boycher out now. Puck. Ryan takes. Oh, good play by the St. Louis player to keep this off Ryan's stick. Sent in deep. Mason's not going to get there. Rims all the way around. St. Louis picks this up to the point. He walks a lot of space. His shot. Mason saves. 10 seconds left. St. Louis with it. Hits Adam's stick. Comes to the point. D to D. Ryan flashes out. Back up to the point. Drop pass. Even strength now. Fox kills this off. Dylan hustles out of the box. Joins up. Lions got Dylan up ahead. Oh, good stick by St. Louis. Dylan picks this up by himself. Shot. Save. Through the middle. Langen. Not going to get there. Takes me out with that move. Walks in on Langen. Goes around. Backhander. Mason saves. Loops in the middle. Dylan with it. Dylan. He ran off this puck. Langen with it. Langen. Trochal. No icing. They're going to say Liam tipped that. So Day on the forecheck. Forces him back. Now Penny swoops in. Backhander along St. Louis. Through the middle connects. In deep. Mason plays this along. Backhands for Langen. To Day. Day to Penny. Nope. Can't get this out. Penny with it. Soft chip to Andrew. Andrew's got Kale with him. Andrew enters. Down to Kale. Kale centers one to Liam off his stick. Back into the corner. It's Andrew. Whoa, geez. Thrown right into the St. Louis bench by their player. Hart's ball, Molyneux, Henning, Durrani. Down deep, St. Louis with it. Through the middle, doesn't connect. Parker takes this away. Soft chip for Kai. Kai in deep. Goalie plays this along. Side of the net. Hart's. That's chip past him. Ball through the middle. Henning can't get there. Parker does. He throws this in deep. Fox tags up. St. Louis brings it right back in the zone. Hart's gets over, gets a stick on this ball. Hits off Lenny's chest. That's out of zone. Kick back in. That's out. Now comes right to ball. Ball in one-on-one. Easton goes wide. Shot. Hits the crossbar. Out of play. Dylan, Ryder, Ryan, Fink, Langen. Dylan speed takes this away in the corner. Ryder into support. Dylan pulls this out. Good acrobatics by the ref to get out of the way. Dylan to Langen. Langen through the screen. Ryan waiting in front. Goalie doesn't give up a rebound there. Goes out, tied up. In the corner, Ryan with it. Got Ryder in the middle. Doesn't see him. Good stick by St. Louis. They put it back in their own corner. Gets past Ryan. Rims around. Bouncing puck. Langen holds it momentarily. St. Louis pulls it out now. That's going to be an icing. Penny and Taya Thornton. Pro Chalk. Penny. Face off one by St. Louis. Behind the net with it. Through the middle. Doesn't connect, but Andrew takes this. Andrew throws this in deep, looking for Kale. Kale gives chase in the corner. Gets there first. Ties this up. Comes to Matea. Matea. Penny. Can't connect. Through the middle. St. Louis with it. Turned over. St. Louis. Oh, Kale. Kale's going to go for a trip. Fox to the PK here. Shot tipped over the net into the netting. A 3-point, not out. Langen can't clear. Shot saved. Down low. Langen seals him up. Jack with the puck throws this the length of the ice. Through the middle, Hartz. Bouncing puck, he has this. Sends it in deep. Adams gets chase. Skips to the goalie. To the middle, Adams gets a stick on this. Hartz with the hit. Puck comes to Fink. He sends this all the way down. 1 minute left on the PK for Fox. Adams and Hartz, Gottschalk and Fink. And Lewis enters. D with it. Adams slows this down. Gets to the middle. Pass near side doesn't connect. 35 seconds. Puck to Andrew. 3 rims all the way around. That's all the way down. And Lewis through the middle. St. Louis enters. Drop pass. Hits Ryan in the skate. Lifts it along. 15 seconds left. Comes to Langen off the glass out of the zone. Pass connects near side. In on Langen. And put us back to even strength. Fox kills that off. Chipped out of the zone looking for Kai. Kai in. Slap shot. Scores! Fox reestablishes their 2-goal lead. Puck in deep. Hartz gives chase. St. Louis chips in deep. That should be an icing. How is that not an icing? Behind the net ball with it. Mercer breaks up. Off the glass for Adams. Takes off one by St. Louis up to the point. Shot gets through. Mason with the save. Shot, another save by Mason. That's tied up. Face off, clean win. St. Louis. Mason outstretches with the save. I don't know how Mason got that leg pad over. It's off, up in the air. Kai, roll puck. Taken away from him. St. Louis back into this. Mason glove save. It's off, behind the net. Kai knocks this down. Takes this up. Tries to move it over. Intercepted by St. Louis. And on Langen. Langen ties up the stick. Center pass doesn't connect. Kai with some space now. He's got Andrew and Dylan with him. Kai slows it down. Just dumps this deep. Stops in the middle of the change here. Through the middle, Lenny with it. Soft chip ahead for Penny. Penny tried to swipe it through. Couldn't. Up in deep with Henning. Knocked off this puck. Gets help from Day. Day without a stick. Gets it back. Day knocks this out of the zone. St. Louis with it. Near side. Back connects. Right in front of the Fox net. Intea moves this to Parker. Parker flips one high for Day. Intea on the forecheck. Off the glass just over Liam's arm. That's going to come all the way down. No icing. Fink will pick this up. Take it behind Mason. Fox changes. Andrew flips this high. Looking for ball. Doesn't get there. Hartz pulls this out. He's got ball and Adams. Hartz enters. Good back check. Takes this away. Up comes to Andrew. Andrew red line. Deep. St. Louis with it behind the net now. Through the middle. Langen gets a stick on this. And another one. Keeps it out of the zone. Now it's in. Hits off. Fink. Comes to Langen. Langen's got Adams in the middle. Hits him. Ryder in 1-on-3. Ryder's shot is blocked into the corner. Takes it long. St. Louis near side now. Gets to the middle right to Dylan. Dylan breaks it right back in. Just wide his shot. Close save. Ryan. Oh, doesn't make it through. St. Louis with it. They back in this along. No icing. Langen and Duraney. Parker skates this out through the hands. Backhands for Dylan. Icing's waved off. Behind the net, Ryan pressures and gets around him. St. Louis throws it up the boards. Hits off Parker. Stays in play. Dylan absorbs the hit. Ryan takes the puck. Gets it to Kai. Kai's got Ryan with him. Kai to Ryan. Shoots. Save. Side of the net. Dylan with the hit. Up rimmed all the way around. Andrew picks this up in front of the benches. Andrew goes the brakes on. Back in deep. Knocked all the way down to Andrew. Andrew flips through the middle. He's got Day. Penny joins the play. Liam shot. Blocker save. Look at it. Braxton couldn't find the rebound. And Lewis dumps in deep. Fink picks this up behind the goal. Rims around. Too far for Mateo, but out of his zone. Going through the middle. Hits Langen. Skates his flips through the middle. D pass. Doesn't connect. Through the middle. Ice save. Face off. Right to Fink. Turns one through. Doesn't make it all the way. St. Louis takes this out. Connects near side. Through the middle. Connects. Fink gets a stick on this. Slows it up. Ball with the puck. Off the glass. Out of the zone. St. Louis with it. Skates through the middle. Puck hits ball stick. He takes it away with Ab. Ball with Ryder. Ball goes wide. Tries to drop to Ryder. Taken by St. Louis. St. Louis exits with it. Through the middle. Hits Henning. Puck flipped out of the zone. That's going to be... I think. I'm so thankful for my teammates. They got rock off. They got rock off. Face off. Parker rims for Kai. Takes this in. Sends a shot. Loose. Looking for a rebound. Tied up behind the net now. Ryan tries to skate this out. Oh, he had Dylan. Couldn't connect. Andrew with it. Now for Ryan. To Dylan. Dylan drags. Ryan skates into it. Ryan throws it down in the corner for Dylan. Dylan behind the net. Picks this up. He ran off this puck. Comes to Ryan. He centers one right to St. Louis. Through the middle. Comes to Krochuk. He drops it to Parker. Parker gets the red line. Throws this in deep. Miller plays it along. Up comes good to Rainey. Up to Kai. He tips this in deep. Up through the middle. St. Louis. Thanks. Oh, Braxton blows a tire. It's going to be an icing. I'm out St. Louis. 2:25 left. St. Louis pulls their goalie here, 6-on-5. Up comes to Kai. Kai sends one down, just wide. Ryan puts this in the corner for Parker. He rims for Dylan. Dylan gathers, throws this through. That's not going to be an icing. St. Louis picks this up. St. Louis exits through the middle. Dylan picks this off. Dylan sends one wide. No icing. Pass doesn't connect. Andrew, he's not going to get there. No icing. Parker plays this along. St. Louis picks it up in the corner. Ryan with a hit puck through the middle, loose. Come back to St. Louis. Shot blocked by Ryan up into the netting. Adams ball and Hart's out now. Langen and Fink. That's tied up. St. Louis with it. Chip down low. Langen with the body. Centering pass hits side of the net. St. Louis wraparound attempt. Mason stops. Another attempt. Save. Loose behind the net. Another wraparound attempt. And Langen stuffs this. Centering pass. Connects. Blocked by Hart. Side of the net. Langen can't get there. Up to the point. St. Louis. Ryder takes this. Chips this. That might be icing. And it is. Ryan's line back out with Parker and Andrew. 1:05 left. It's off. Parker rims for Ryan. Bad bounce. Ryan slides this down. That might go just wide. .54 seconds left. Oh, geez. Shot right on Mason out the whistle. 51 seconds left now. Face off. Out of the zone. That might go. That's tracking style just wide. Parker throws this. Glove down. Side of the net in the corner. Centering pass cut off by Parker. Parker plays it in the corner. Ryan gets chased. Ryan cycled in behind him. Centering pass taken away by Andrew. He rims this around. That's going to be, oh, that's rolling. That's curling. That's in! Andrew Krochov just tried to ice it. Puck got on edge and rolled towards the net. Andrew. Jeez. Just like he drew it up. Oh, I thought it was Andrew. Up comes to Atea. He moves this out of the zone. St. Louis chips it. Granville sends this the length of the ice. And that will do it. Sox repeats as the Tier 1 Elite Hockey League champions. Back-to-back years. It's 120, yep.
Once again, congratulations to Fox Motors for taking home the championship in the 15U division. We will start by awarding the MVP award for the championship game. Selected by the coach as Ryan Tusher.
Ryan is the player of the game. Looks like he's getting a new Flylight stick.
Now when named, each player will come forward and please get a championship hat. Number 2, Ryan Tusher. Number 4, Parker Delaney. Number 7, Dylan Whitefield. Number 8,
Right. They get a pretty sweet trophy too.
Trophy. They get to take back with them. Nice. Yeah. Number ball. Number 17, Mason Hart. Number 20, Jack Landon. Jeez. Number 26, Ryder Adams. Number 27, Leland Hemming. Number 29, Keegan Tile. Number 30, Jason Henry. Number 48, Kai Mullen. Number 72, Mason Martin. Number 77, Jack Finke. God. And number 92, Braxton Penny. I have a feeling. Oh, man. The championship banner. If the captain for Fox Motors can come forward and get the championship trophy. Once again, congratulations to your 10 Hockey League champion, Fox Motors Hockey Club. Yep. Yeah, you too. Safe travels home. I'm sorry. That's sorry. One more, guys. One more. One more. One more. Ryder. That 3 o'clock flight's not so great now either, is it? Might need to go to the 7 o'clock flight now.